Lord be a blessing to us all. Look who's here.
Hi.
Hi, my sister.
I miss you. You
You
look
don't miss nobody.
beautiful.
You don't miss
I do.
nobody.
I was just telling her, I was like, I would have come to do it in person. I'm not 3,000 miles away.
I thought we were besties.
I know.
I
I
don't
saw you more
understand it.
on the east. I saw you more in the east. It's
I feel
awful.
like that. But you know what? I'm going to
It's
tell you how
true.
it is
That is,
true.
yeah, it's
And you were
awful.
like, when I come to the West Coast, we're going to hang out. I'm going to be over there all the time. We're going to have so much fun. I have not seen you, Viv.
That was my intention. Oh my
I
God.
remember the day
Yeah.
you used to love. You don't love me no more. But look, I came properly dressed. I got my big hoops, got this hair laid up. I'm talking to my girl Viv. How you been, girl?
I'm good. I'm good.
I do feel
How are
I do
you?
miss you. I'm
I miss
good.
you too.
I'm good. I can't complain, and I realize that even if I do, nobody really cares. So it's like I ain't gonna waste my time doing that. But I follow you. I see you still out there doing your thing, performing. I said, now see, it's been 311 years. I told her if she needs a background singer extraordinaire, choreographer, dance statistician, to call me. You ain't called me yet.
311 though. I love that number.
So I know you are super busy, but this is something that I wanted to do personally in honor of Women's History Month, which is March. And I know everybody is going on and on about the accolades that women have, for their achievements throughout history, which I think is spectacular. I think it's amazing. And I think certainly in this day and age where they are trying to strip us of all of our education, we certainly need to do that. But for me, I felt like I wanted to use the entire month of March to reconnect with women that I've met on my journey that really mean a lot to me, whether I've ever had the privilege of telling them to their face or not. And you were like at the top of the list.
Oh no,
I'm not
stop.
even kidding. I swear. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. But let me tell you why. Now, I think about when we first met, when I first interviewed you, and
In
I was
Brooklyn.
working in Brooklyn, and then the whole BET thing when I was doing the thing with Tamar, and we had like a little play workout thing. From the moment I met you, I felt an instant connection because despite this enormous amount of talent, you had every reason to diva out on me. But every time I've met you, and I've met a lot of people, but every time I've met you, it's always been love.
Yeah. That's the only way I know.
Like always. And I remember when my assistant was doing a birthday party for me, and I walked in and you were there. I was like, she came to my birthday party. Oh my God. And I just thought that was so amazing. And so I love trying to reconnect with people that I feel have like we have a kindred spirit. And you're one of those
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel like we don't talk enough though.
I know. I would have come
You
over
should
like
have.
right.
You could still come. I
I
had
didn't think
pool
of it until
parties.
last night. I was like, it's too late now.
You could have come, girl. Listen, I'd have set it up and set it out. Now, I know you
Next time,
still
next time.
vegan, right? You still vegan easing.
Yeah, but remember, I'm vegan-ish.
Nah, we done been out to eat together. You veganese.
But I have, I eat salmon or tuna or sea bass. I do eat some fish, but I don't
Yeah.
eat shellfish. So it gets, yeah, yeah.
See that?
That's why I
Just
said so I don't think I can say vegan. I have to say, I just try to say I'm a health conscious eater. But
you
yes,
are.
girl, it's it's even worse than the last time we were out
Don't
together.
say that. Don't say that. Let me tell you something. The last time we were at lunch together, you devoured an entire garden. I said, girl, you're so tiny, but you ate the whole freaking salad. The salad was
Oh
the
yeah,
size
I
of the
can
Love
eat.
Boat.
I can eat what I eat now. Yes.
Can you really tell the difference though? Because let me tell you something. I think I told you this. I tried the raw food diet for like, I don't know, like a couple of weeks. And my doctor was like, I don't know what you're doing, but stop. But can you, and honest to goodness, I couldn't really, and maybe I wasn't on it long enough. I couldn't really see a difference. Can you see a difference in how you eat and how you feel?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Really? Maybe I didn't do it long enough. How long were you
But the
doing?
raw food, that's a little bit. I
It
don't
was
know.
a
I think that's a
lot.
little shocking.
I will never do that
I think it's a
again.
little shocking to your system. Like it's not gradual enough. It's kind of drastic, I think.
You know
And
what the
maybe
doctor
that's
said? The
the way.
doctor said you need to eat foods that have been cooked. You need something that's been cooked. She did. She told me that. It was a black doctor in New York. She was like, you need some, because my blood work was all over the place. And I had been going to her for years. And she was like, your numbers have never looked like this. What are you doing? And I was like, besides being fabulous, I don't know. But I told her about the raw food diet and she was like, okay, so you're not eating anything cooked? And I said, nothing. I said, everything is, there's no canned this or that. Everything is fresh, raw, and whatever. And she was like, well, stop it. And sure enough, I stopped. I went back 2 weeks later. Blood work was normal.
Everything was normal. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it makes sense, You're putting totally different things into your body and like eliminating like a whole slew of other things. It's gonna definitely mess up well, I don't want to say mess up, change your body,
Yeah.
change the chemistry of your body. So I'm not surprised. And then a lot of, there are a lot of doctors that are like, thumbs down to all things holistic as well. So, I don't know if she was that way, but I don't know if maybe your body needed time to just adjust to it, or maybe your body was just shocked. I'm not sure. But I do think the raw food diet is a bit drastic, I think. I think
Yeah.
maybe people should work their way to that if that's what you want to do. But I think it's drastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not doing it again. You're not
Yeah.
but the thing I love about you though, you're not a veganese snob.
No, 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 no.
I don't
Only
like the
somebody asks
snobs.
me. Otherwise, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Yeah, don't ridicule my ribs over here. Like, and
Yeah,
I don't even
no.
like ribs, but I'm just saying my steak. Don't look at me sideways. Just like, girl, cheers. I
And
like
don't look
that.
at me sideways when I'm like, can I have the apple walnut salad with no goat
Mm-mm.
cheese, no tomatoes, no nuts?
You will deconstruct a salad. Let me tell
As
you,
long
I never see anything like it. I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
so we
What would
gonna
you
judge each
say
other.
is I know you've learned a lot about eating and nutrition and how important it is to you, but like from a sisterly standpoint, what do you think is the most valuable lesson that you've learned? Not necessarily in the business, but just in general. Because again, for me, it's really about reconnecting, learning more about my friends. But I'd be curious to know what would you say, like even from childhood, young adult to now, what is the greatest lesson that you've learned?
Oh my God. Ugh, this is a hard question.
It's a good
Of
one though, juicy. Get in it, girl.
I know. The hardest lesson. Hmm. I think there are a couple.
She's like, I've done some living. I've learned a lot.
There are a couple. For me, like personally, like in knowing myself, don't make um any decisions when I'm emotional because they're always awful.
That one
They're
hit me
always
right in the
awful.
forehead. We forehead sisters. That one hit me right here. I mean, right here. That's a hard lesson.
Awful.
That's
The
a hard
worst
lesson.
decisions ever.
Because
Yeah.
that's when you want to make decisions, is when you are emotional. That's when you like, that's it.
Feeling it.
This shit is
Yep.
over. Like, oh, wait a
Yep.
minute. That was quick. Hold on a minute.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
Dang. Has that ever happened to you, like in friendships? Like, have you ever like dismissed somebody and had to go back and be like, I was probably a little bit, I was out there. I was outside my frame.
Friendships? No, no. You know what? Because honestly, I'm really blessed in this area. I don't have those kinds of relationships. Um, not with women, like where it gets all toxic and we say what we
Mm-hmm.
don't mean and we tear each other down and then we say sorry 5 minutes later, like, oh,
Yeah.
we
Like
don't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
forget that. Like I'm gonna forget what you said.
Because I'm not. So
Right.
what I need to do is attract people that don't ever do that. And
Hold
so
on.
I
Hold
don't.
on.
You know,
Now
like
you.
I've never.
I'm gonna get you on this one. I'm gonna get you. This is the Viv that I like, and it's so funny because, like, even when I first interviewed you, I was like, "Oh, she's so sweet, she's so cute, and so tiny." And then one day we were talking. He's like, "Well, first of all, that ain't gonna ever." I was like, "Who is this?" I forgot she was from Philly. But I love authenticity, and I love the fact that you like, listen, these big hoops, they can come off. I'm just saying, if I have to get loud, I will do it. But I like
Oh,
that. I think people are too afraid to be themselves.
oh, yeah, I guess. But no, there's a time for everything,
Yeah.
time for everything.
That's
But there's
code for
never a
them. Fuck
time.
around and find out. That's what that's code for. That's code for you. If you want to come
There's
this
never a
way.
time for the relationships that were that level of toxicity that has seemed to become the norm, and in lots of ways in pop culture. It's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna apologize, make
Uh,
up after that. It's probably how you really feel. I'm okay with that. So we can just keep it moving. Wish you well, love you. But yeah, I don't. I have some fantastic friendships, and I really never had like a crazy falling out with like any of my girlfriends, and the one is since sixth grade. The other two are high school, so these are like friends before um, the industry. You know what I'm saying? Before I became a
Became
singer.
famous.
Um, yeah, and like we've never fallen out like in those ways where we had to say things to each other we didn't mean. So I don't. Well, I just feel like I don't attract those kinds of women, And so with me and you, I know I'm the worst. I know you cursed me out,
Yeah. I don't. I don't. I promise I don't. Now,
but you
the
never
girl in my
told
head wants to sometimes. I just like no, but you know what? I always like my friends to know that I am keenly aware that life just happens, whether it's
me.
family stuff, it's work stuff, it's personal stuff. And so to me, and I've always been this way. So you lucky to get in on it now. But I've always felt like if the amount of time that we spend together defines our relationship as friends, I
That's not
think
good.
it's pretty superficial. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Mm-hmm.
for
I
me,
know.
it's based on, how I feel or how you make me feel when we're hanging out or how comfortable I am. And can I trust you? Are you that break-in case of emergency friend? If I need you, would you come see about me? And I might not need you for 6 months. But if I call you, this is what I hate. And I know you got to be this way. How come you don't call me no more? Where you been? Oh, you
Oh
gonna
my
call me out
God.
the blue? I'm like, what? Am I not on the
Yeah.
phone?
Because that's needy. And that's hard for me. I can't do that either. Yeah.
So
Yeah. And some
that's kind
people
of
get
how
their
I am.
hurt. Yeah.
I don't like that. I think it's too demanding. I'm
It's
like,
too
a friend
demanding.
is supposed to fit.
Yeah.
It's literally like, I don't know, like that slobby what is it, that stuff the kids play with, that slime stuff? To me, it just seeps in and out. It ebbs and flows. It goes how I go. And wherever I go, if I call you friend, which is why I don't call too many people friend, because I think that title comes with a lot of responsibility. Don't you agree?
I I agree.
A
I
thousand
agree
percent.
wholeheartedly. Yeah. It does. And so you don't want someone that's making you feel like their friendship is an obligation, like you said, it's like when I see you, it's all the same. It's all the same love when I see you, whenever that is. If you know that if you needed me, I would absolutely
Yeah.
drop everything and come to your aid, however you needed me. If I was able to do that, as long as those things are clear, like the obligation should be like dropped. Like, you
Yeah.
ain't calling me today. Like, I didn't call lots of people today.
Right. And guess what? I ain't gonna call you tomorrow. If you gonna act like this is why I'm not calling you. I'm telling you, I think it's okay to be honest like that. And I think we've kind of lost the art of honesty in relationships. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I think I lay a lot of that at the feet of um social media. Not
Mhm.
all of it, but I think, relationships now make us needy. And I think the need comes from I got to show up all the time, or I have to be this or that way because this is what they like. And
Mhm.
again, one of the things that I appreciate you as a friend is from the day I met you until now and every time in between, you've been the same. And so for me, those are the kinds of things that fit. And what's interesting is, don't you think in everything else you abide by that? Like you'd be mad if you went to the dealership, bought a car, they told you it was going to be one thing, and every day it was something different. You want
Mhm.
consistency out of that car, whether you
Yeah.
drive it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or just on the weekends. You want to get in it, you want to start, and you want to go where you intended to go. I think
Yeah.
friendships should be like that. They should always be consistent. And I think in this age of today you're this way, tomorrow you're that way, or now I'm this, I was that, and I'm just constant. It's too much for me.
I could not agree more.
It's too
Yeah.
much for
And
me.
you are consistent as well. Like we're always the same. And that's why I love you, you know. We're always the same.
Only you won't let me come on the road with you.
Stop it.
She's like, no, I'm not. You ain't gonna destroy my career. How does it feel to well, first of all, to be doing what you love and doing it as we get older in this business and still
Mhm.
able to say, I love what I do, but does what I do love me?
Oh, that's a hard one. Oh, this is tough. I feel like no, because I feel like I'm at a crossroads um a lot of the time. Like do I want to continue, you know, do I want to
Yeah.
make a sharp left or right? So because while I love certain parts, you know, the creative parts, I love well, actually not all the creative parts.
Then there's that. Then there's that.
Singing,
Not everything. Tell the
songwriting,
truth, shame the devil. You know, it's a few
singing,
things.
songwriting, recording, performing part I love. Um, but the rest of it, you know, no, the new aspect of it, the social media and all that, you know that I don't love that. So
I know.
we don't even have to get into that. I don't love that, and I think it's a very important part of everything now. You know, it's become a vital part of people's careers uh, to reveal, to share, to grant access
Yeah.
to whether it's you and your man in the morning when you just wake up.
They want to see
Never
everything.
ever gonna happen, you know. So you know, whether it's in your kitchen cooking, probably never gonna happen. Probably not, because you know, if you're, I'm just, you know, I'm naturally just a private person. Like the industry that I wanted to be in, like as a young girl, it was okay to be private. You
Yeah,
didn't know what anybody's home looked like, and that was
correct.
fine.
And
And
you know what? It was actually encouraged that you kept a little mystery, that you
yeah, it
nobody
was.
really knew if you were
No,
married, nobody really knew
no,
where you lived. And now
no.
you're right. But I'm telling you, I
And now
think
it's like, and it's like, what this isn't what it's not what I signed up for. So it's
yeah.
really difficult. Well, for lots of people, I think it's easy because I think a lot of artists are totally like, hey, look at me, camera work, look at me, pay me attention. Hey, me. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm just not that way, you know. So I wasn't. That would be a
But you
blessing.
did that
Hey,
pretty good.
that's a blessing and
Right
then
here,
a
right here.
shock.
You did it
So
well. No, I get it. And I think it for me, Now, it's no secret. I tell you all the time, I wanted to be a singer so bad. I just knew I was going to be a star, baby. I would practice in the mirror in the back. And you know how you could see your reflection in a sliding glass door? We had a sliding glass door in our den, and I would stand and put on shows all the time. I was like, you're not going to tell me I'm not going to be a star.
Oh,
Well, the singing didn't work out, but the talking did. So at least I'm using my voice. But the thing that makes me sad as a consumer, someone who loves music. And I can only imagine what it must be like for you. And I don't know, maybe you don't feel this way. You could tell me, but I can remember when whatever your home life, whatever your sexuality, whatever your political affiliation, none of that mattered as long as you could stand
God.
flat footed and sing. Even your age didn't matter. Nobody cared how old you were. If you think about the days of at least me coming up, especially in doing what I do, the average artist age was 40s, late 30s. I mean, we had some
Yeah, it
young ones
wasn't
too,
like
but it was like
17.
Luther and Gladys and Freddie and people who could just flat out of the bed, right, not even rinsing, gargling, brushing, who could sing you under a table. And that's
Yeah.
all that mattered. But now it's like nobody cares about that. They want to know what you
Oh,
wearing, what you showing, what you doing, what time did you go to sleep last night, and who you working with, who you sleep. It's like nobody's even focused on the music anymore.
no, no. And so when I say, I feel like I'm at a crossroads, all these things played that, we're currently discussing, they play a huge part in that for me because I'm not naturally, um, I don't feel like I naturally fit into this climate. It's very difficult for me. Um, and the pressure, I hate the pressure of it, like if I get like a message like you didn't post all week and I'm like, okay, I wasn't thinking about that, sorry, and it's like it's the pressure and it's like, well, I don't know what to post, or I was looking all the way crazy. No, I don't like sharing looking crazy with my fans. Maybe some people do, but that's not something that I want to do with my life.
Yeah, no, but that's true.
So I
Even
was looking good this week. I didn't want to post that. Like
But
it's
the
like it's
funny thing is,
always
even when you look at, and I get it, I know there are a lot of people who are like, times change. You either be, you either evolve or you become the dinosaur. But I remember when you think about
you're right.
Hollywood, just entertainment, period, you never wanted to be caught with your slip showing. Like it was not a dope thing. You never showed up somewhere not looking your best. It was always
Yeah.
a show, because that's hence the word show business. It was about the
Yeah.
show. It was
Yeah.
about me showing up in a way that made you hope and dream that a little girl like me could sing and be on the stage. So if you're just like me, what's the difference?
What's the difference?
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
Yeah.
That's sad. I
I
feel bad for you, Vivian. Because you're so talented. No, I do, because to have something
don't
that
feel
you
bad.
love so much and feel like you have to choose. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And I get it. Listen, we are, especially as women in entertainment, period. You're always looking over your shoulder because age is chasing you, and so is the
yeah.
person who wants to take your place. So it's
Yeah.
constant, like the boogeyman is behind you, and they have on different faces, and you're just
Mhm.
always in the mode of running, and there's no time to rest. So it's again going back to doing to something that you love, and you wonder, does it love you back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Damn, I thought something was going good gonna come out of this conversation. This is
ah!
sad. This is
No, I
sad.
think change is good. I do. And I think being open to something different, something else,
Yeah.
still
But you're right too, though. You do
entertainment,
all of the other
still
things, right? So you
yeah,
you
still
could
in
write
music,
it.
still in entertainment, but just maybe a shift of some sort. So I'm open to all these things. I don't
Would you
I
manage? Would you like what would you
I,
do? Would you
I
want to be a
might.
producer, writer, man? I think you'd be a great manager. Let me tell you why. Nobody would see you coming.
Yeah, I might be.
I
That's
mean,
possible.
because you can come in flat footed or them 6-inch heels and be like, what's popping? What we doing? Who's trying to cheat us out of some money? Because I know you've seen those days. You've not lived in entertainment until you've shown up, done your gig, and they like, we don't have the money to pay you. What?
Oh, I don't know if that's ever happened to me.
That's never happened to you.
No,
Let me
no.
tell you a story. This is a
Thank you.
true
No.
story. Thank you. I'm happy that's never happened to you. I'm so shocked. I've never met anybody who sang, told jokes, or whatever, who didn't have to break into a ticket box office and get their money.
Oh no! So I'm the first one? No.
It was always some drama of, well, we don't have it, or, can we get it to you later, or the check is bouncing, or whatever. I remember,
Oh
I'm
my
not even kidding. This person who was my assistant at the time, this was years ago. Don't put this on Lena. This was not Lena. Although don't get it twisted, she's from Harlem, so she might do this. But my assistant actually broke down the door of the ticket place to get the money, and we ran out of there.
Ooh,
Because
no.
you have local promoters who say they this and that, and then
Oh
no.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm really great at filtering through that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm
'Cause
happy
I never
that's not happened to
thought
you.
out there. It's like if you just can't be someone that I've never heard of before,
Yeah.
or that I can't ask somebody else about to, vouch for you, or you can't send me other events that you've done. Like it's good, you just some people do feel like they can reach out and say, I'm having, I don't know, a grand opening and I want her. I'm like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we don't do grand openings. We did that in high school. We
Like
don't
we're
do
not,
grand openings.
some people think if they have the money that you'll do it. And this is something that I talk about all the time with my manager. Like we're not doing things for money. We're
Right.
doing things for integrity. We're doing things because it's going to put me in a favorable light. We're doing things because it's a cool thing to do, and all the production specs and technical things are in my favor. And I'm going to go up there like the professional that I am, like I would in any other music venue that will have all those things. If the private situation or whatever it is situation cannot provide me the same standards that I'm used to, or if I'm working at a theater or a proper music venue, then I can't help you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be up there like you said. It's not high school. I'm a professional. So what I do should always reflect that. And if the situation is sounding janky from the beginning, oh no,
Not
absolutely. I
doing
don't
it.
care how much money you have. I'm never going to do it because you're not going to have
Wow.
me out there with the microphone squeaking.
Lights coming in and out. Like, what's going on?
No stage, yeah. So I'm
Wow.
really a stickler about that. But a lot of people, like if you have the bag, they're gonna do it. It doesn't matter. But I'm definitely not like that. Like new.
Yeah, I don't
Gotta
blame
be
you.
right.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't
It's got.
either. And I'm not a star like you, but I wouldn't do it. I'm like, nah, I'm not coming out here and singing. When I
I'm sorry.
think of home. Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm getting over something. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. Don't worry about it. We all getting over something. Some of us getting over men. We always getting over something. Girl, I could talk to you forever. Just please do me a favor. The first thing I'm going to say is if there is
Are
a
we done?
female in
That
your
was so
life,
fast.
because it is, Women's Month, that you haven't spoken to in a long time, just check on them. Make sure they're doing all right. That's the first thing. The second thing is get your butt over here and see me. I've been having pool
It's
parties all
you.
summer, barbecues. I'm like, shoot, I even bought some of that fake meat for her. She ain't even come over here and eat it. Now, what am I going to do with it? I don't like it.
So the person is you, and I'll come over. We could have did this today, though. I could have just come over, and we could have did it in person.
You could have.
Yes, next time.
Dang.
Next
Well,
time.
I'm going to hold you to that. I'm
You
going to do my
should.
best to have, I'm going to do my best to have a nice garden salad, deconstructed when you come over so you can, so you can partake. And
You don't
we
even
going
have
to toast a little something to not having seen each other in a long time.
Well, I would love to see you. You don't have to make anything. I'll bring my own Sun Cafe, and you can.
That's probably more like it. That's the Vivian I like.
So you don't even have to worry about catering to me in any of those ways, and I just want to see you.
Yay, I want to see you too. Thank you, Vivian, girl. I know you got to go. I got to go because I could talk to you forever. But I do want to see you in 2023, like soon.
I know.
That's
But
a
so
shame.
listen. So my son is graduating.
How is Jazzy J?
He's really wonderful.
That's
He
my
graduated
booski.
this year. That is, Girl, this has been the whole stress of like everything, like getting him over this milestone. So he finishes in June, and then it's gonna be like give us free.
Empty nest.
I'll be able to do stuff.
Oh my God. First of
I'll be
all,
able
can
to
I
go
just say I
out.
can't believe that. I can't believe that. I feel like when I saw, I just can't believe that. What the heck?
I know.
You probably are not gonna know how to act. You're gonna love it for like the first week, and then you're gonna be
I
like,
don't
oh,
think I'm gonna know how to act either because it's literally been my life since he's in kindergarten,
yeah,
and
yeah,
and being here, like I always tell you guys, like I don't have the help, where like I could, my mom, my sister, my best friend, like I can go wherever. Just let me know when it is, and I'll take care of him. And but I can't. It's just I can't do that here,
yeah.
and so it really like puts a big damper on my social life.
But you know
unless
what's
I
funny about that
unless
though?
I bring him, which I don't always want to do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, I get it because you
Like
want
we
screen
are
time.
together like all the time. There's one thing I would never feel guilty about with my child is we are together
You
all
are.
the he
But you
goes
know, it's funny.
everywhere I go.
It's
Everywhere
funny.
I
I
go.
think people don't ever think about that. They
Yeah.
never think about the difficulties when you are not just a parent of someone with special needs, but just a parent, period, especially in
Yeah.
this day and age, trying to figure out who to trust and
Oh my
what is
God.
being fed into them and at
Oh my
whose
God.
hands and all of those things. And on top of that, trying to maintain a career. Not just the performance side of it, but the business side and then the creative side and then the marketing side and
It's
all
a
of
lot.
that to stay
It's a
afloat.
yeah. It's a lot when you're, very much involved with your son's education, your kid's education, and you have a whole 12th grade curriculum in your head all the time.
Girl, listen.
And it's
I
like
couldn't remember what I learned in 12th grade. I can't. I
oh
don't
girl,
know if
I can
that's age
remind
or
you. I can remind you.
oh, that's good. Look, so two things you could do. Two things. You could come over, we could kick it and have fun like we always do, and you could teach me everything I missed in 12th grade.
I certainly can.
I love you, Vivian, girl. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you.
I love you too. I can't wait to see you.
Well, thank you for taking time to talk to me. And I look forward to having another conversation, but without the cameras and with
But
all, so we could just actually let it all down and have our little
yeah,
mimosa moment.
absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right, Mama. Well, thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Air
I would have
kisses.
come
Love you.
over.
You keep saying that.
Boo.
You
I
go. You
would
keep saying
have.
that.
I would be there right now.
You coming over. You coming over soon. You coming
And
over
Jordan would
real
have his
soon.
computer and the camera with the
Yeah. And you know
he would
what? And when you come over, I'm gonna act like we did it then. We